so I wanted to make this short video because I wanted to, rant. I had new thoughts. Basically, these are old thoughts that I already talked about before on my channel plenty of times, but I had new things to say about these old thoughts. So I decided to make this short video rather than a whole thought bubble video since I'm editing my award show and I don't want to edit any extra videos outside that. So what I wanted to say is that, say a bigger company that you already know about because they have groups, say they give a group a comeback. Say a bigger company that you already know about because they have groups that you stand. Say they give one of those groups a comeback, or say they debut a group, or say a bigger, better budgeted company comes into K-pop, a brand new company with a big budget enough to get noticed by K-pop stars, and say that this Nugu company debuts a group in a song or concept, and say or say the other company that you already know about because they have groups that you stand, say they give one of those groups a comeback or debut a new group, say one of these two companies debuts or gives comeback to groups in a concept to sound that most K-pop stars would believe is dying or dead because in the past the concept was very popular but now it's done less. Most K-pop stars will believe that these groups are the saviors of the concept or something, calling these groups, or they bring the concept back or something, or they will look at these one two groups doing the concept and they'll be like, this concept is dying or dead or yada yada yada. The concept or sound was never dead to begin with. Y'all just never do research. Y'all literally say this concept is dying or dead, which is completely dumb in my opinion. Y'all only look at the glitz and glamour of the bigger budgeted groups and better budgeted groups of K-pop, that you'll forget the Nugu side of K-pop never exists, and you'll forget that they exist too. Y'all believe that they don't exist, to be honest. Like, imagine if a concept or sound that y'all believe is dying or dead, imagine if no popular group, what I mean to say is that imagine no popular or well-known groups did a concept to sound, right? And only smaller groups were doing that concept to sound. Y'all would automatically believe that the concept is dying or dead because you'll never do research on smaller groups. You'll never do research on the Nugu side of K-pop properly, and you'll never do any proper research. Say, like, for example, if the elegant concept was never being done by popular well-known groups and they were focusing mainly on dark, or maybe they were focusing on fun upbeat type of songs, retro songs, or maybe they were focusing on girl crush. Say the elegant concept was completely wiped out from popular well-known groups and only Nugu groups were doing it. Like, Nugu groups meaning groups that are so underrated that they don't get noticed by K-pop stars because they have a small budget, or they have an okay enough budget but still not enough to get noticed. Say only these smaller Nugu groups were doing it. You all would automatically believe that the concept is dead or dying and needs to come back because you'll never do any research. You'll never do research on Nugu groups and stuff. And it's true, because if y'all actually did research, I wouldn't have about 5 to 6 debunking videos on my channel in a playlist. Well, one is not a debunking video, to be honest, but like, I would never have these debunking videos on my channel if y'all were people to do research and y'all actually checked up on Nugu groups. If y'all did check up on Nugu groups, I wouldn't have made these debunking videos. Like, people say cute concepts are dying and people say cute concepts need to come back and stuff. It's stupid, to be honest, because people never do research. They never do research, and that's why they believe a concept is dying or dead, because they themselves only look at the glitz and glamour of popular well-known groups, and they only look at the big budget and high quality MVs and stuff, that they forget Nugu groups exist. And that is completely dumb, to be honest. The cute concept never died to begin with. It's still thriving among smaller groups and all. Just because bigger groups are not doing it as much doesn't mean that it's dying or something. Since 2016, I know 2016 is 5 years ago, but that is like towards the end of third generation, because fourth generation I believe started in 2018. So even though it's like 5 years ago, it's not too long ago. But since 2016, there have been so many girl groups, mostly Nugu, doing the cute concept all the way up to 2022. Like in 2021, there have been cute songs like Lemonade's Play, Perfume's Diary, Ice Cream's Feel Me Up, etc. In 2022, there have been songs like Venus Like Psycho, which I believe is a cute song. Then they have been With Me's Come to Me Slowly, which is more innocent type, but it's cute. It has a cute type of vibe. Then Winnie's Like a Star, which also has a cute type of vibe. Then there is Pretty's Dear You, which is an innocent song in the cute concept. In 2021, again, there has also been Beauty Box's Rat-a-Tat, which is a cute song as well. In 2020, there has been Makka Makka's Burning Power, which is a summer song that is also very cute. So there are so many cute songs that are released by smaller girl groups that y'all just never research on because y'all want to believe that the cute concept is dying. It's not actually dying. Just do some fucking research on groups other than the well-known popular groups. It's not bad. Nugu groups are not bad. Just do some research on them. Why do you all forget that they exist just because they don't have a good enough budget for you? You don't need to care about budgets for you to check out a group. Do some research on these groups so that you know that a concept is not dying or dead. I don't care if you want to only stand bigger, better budgeted groups. I don't care who you stand. If you only want to listen to popular groups, that's okay. If you only want to listen to Nugu groups, that's okay. If you only want to listen to groups with a big budget or high quality music, that's okay. But when it comes to times like these where you'll say a concept is dying or the generation like vocals or this concept needs to make a return or something, you cannot say that unless you actually have proper evidence that a concept is dying. I know a lot of groups, so I know which concept is dying or which concept is dead or which concept is not actually dead. Like, if you look at certain concepts like the Wild West sound, that is a concept that is not actually done much. The circus theme type of sound, that is also not done much. So these concepts are very less in K-pop. But if you look at things like the sexy concept or the cute concept, these are concepts that are actually still being done, even though the sexy concept is not being done as much. But since like the time of 2011 up till now, there have been so many sexy concepted songs since 2011. And even though 2011 was long ago, but it still shows that sexy concepts have been there. Even if you look at late 20s, even if you look at late third gen, that is 2016, from then till now, you can still see quite a bit of sexy concepted songs, even if you just take 2016 to 2022 into account. And there have been some sexy concepted songs like Black Bunny's Oh My God, which is kind of a sexy song, and Honey Girls Again, which was released in 2015, Iron's Butt, and Blah Blah's Good Job, and all these sorts of songs that have been released since 2015, 2016, all the way up to 2022. So the sexy concept, though not as much, since there are a lot of minors debuting now, that doesn't mean the concept is dying or dead, because there have been some groups to do it in the past. And even though the past maybe 5 years ago or maybe 6 years ago, that's still not a long time ago, because that's late third gen coming towards fourth gen. So for y'all to say that a concept is dying or dead is dumb, to be honest, if y'all never did any research and if y'all never do any research. So how are y'all going to, have evidence to back up your claims that a concept is dying or dead when you know that you never did any proper research for you to know that a concept is actually dying or dead? It's completely dumb.